We interrupt this program to bring you Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show, starring Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere with her husband, Eustace Bag. But creepy stuff happens in nowhere. It's up to Courage to save his new home. Yeah, that really does tell you everything you really need to know about this series. I loved it when series would just be short, simple, to the point. This is all you need to know. Enjoy, go forward, enjoy the series. But it was such a good series. Courage the Cowardly Dog was such a good series. And despite the fact that it was literally a monster of the week formatted series, a lot of the fun stuff came from the fact that Courage was scared off his nut. He was absolutely terrified by damn near his own shadow. But because he loved Muriel so much and could give or take Eustace, he was willing to go to the ends of the earth to do right by her because she did right by him. You heard it from the intro. He was abandoned as a puppy, which once we hear Courage's actual backstory, you see it and all that good stuff, it is absolutely heartbreaking. I remember when that episode came out, I was devastated. And I'm just like, is he ever going to see his parents again? Like, oh my god. Like, it broke my heart. It broke my heart. But, dude, the What a Cartoon Show just continued to spin out hit after hit after hit after hit. Like, seriously, the series needs some kind of return because there was just such a wealth of cartoons to pull from that series. Things that really did stick with so many kids of the 90s and even the 2000s. And so many great people got their start. Specifically, in this case, John R. Dilworth. Dilworth, who has the claim to fame of being the creator of Courage the Cowardly Dog, that had just a variety of really great episodes, starting with The Chicken from Outer Space, which was such a out there premise. It's literally right on the tin. A chicken from outer space comes down, invades the nowhere farm, tries to incorporate himself with the other chickens of the farm. Courage is the only one who knows something is not kosher about that chicken. It's a foul, I tell you, man. And Muriel and Eustace are none the wiser. Courage manages to get Muriel out okay, and Eustace, if I remember correctly, turns into a deranged, psychopathic chicken monster. And honestly, Courage, the body count for Courage, especially in that first short, is just like, he's already killed 2 people by the end of that short. It is far out there, man. But it was so fun because it was just these wild ideas, these wild situations that would come literally out of nowhere. No pun intended, but at the same time, fully pun intended. It was fabulous. And the funny thing about it was always that most of the villains that Courage would encounter, like Cats and Le Quack, were usually voiced by Paul Schofiler, and it's just like, I don't know what it was about his voice acting, but he would just come up with the wildest and most out there voices, and I loved them. I ate them up like so much cereal on a Saturday morning. And Courage would always switch between speaking utter gibberish and then coherent full-on sentences, and it was always a question of whether or not Muriel and Eustace could actually hear what Courage was saying and understood him to any degree. Also, rest in peace, Faye White, the voice actress for Muriel. Oh, that hit me hard when I heard she passed. Like, seriously, rest in peace to her. You did a phenomenal job. This woman has a very long history. Like, she lived to be 81. You're lucky when you live that long. And we will never fully understand the full depths of everything that she was able to do with her life, mostly just because of the fact that most of it was theater work. But her last performance was actually in the upcoming movie, straight out of nowhere, Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. So, despite my sordid history with all things Scooby-Doo recently, I will still watch it and honor the memory of Faye White, because god damn it, I will be damned if this woman's last performance is not acknowledged in any way, shape, or form. And that also kind of gets me too, because, like, the voice actor for Eustace, aside from a few of them, most of Eustace's voice actors have died. Like, it's surreal, because the pilot, he was voiced by Howard Hoffman. He's still alive. And so the voice actor I originally heard for Eustace. But the voice actor for most of the series, like up till episode 33 of the series, was Lionel Wilson, and he died back in 2003. But he had a long history of acting and voice acting and all that, stage acting. And it was taken over by Arthur Anderson, who had done a few things here and there, but he died back in 2016. And then the voice acting was taken over by Wallace Shawn, who, you know that name. You know that name. If you ever have heard the words inconceivable, only for Mandy Patinkin and as Inigo Montoya to say, you keep seeing that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Yeah, that's him. Also, geez, he's done so much. From Rex and Toy Story to, honestly, a whole bunch of just minor voice acting roles and a lot of other stuff. I guess most notable would be like Bertram in Family Guy. Like, you'd recognize his voice. It's honestly kind of memorable in the weirdest ways. And in the movie, he'll be voiced by Jeff Bergman, who basically took over a lot of voice acting roles from Mel Blanc once he passed. Like, he's been Bugs Bunny, Yosemite Sam, Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd, Butch Droopy, Fred Flintstone. Like, he's just played it all, and he's been playing it for years. Years, I tell ya. But so many great Courage the Cowardly Dog episodes. The Demon in the Mattress, which, again, says exactly what it is. Night of the Weremole, which, man, there were a lot of episodes where Muriel got possessed by something. Courage meets the Mummy. And of course, one of the best episodes, The Mask, which, ooh, man, The Mask. Kitty and Bunny and all that good stuff. This episode came out when I was friggin' 12, man. It painted a lot of my sensibilities growing up and going forward, and helped me to just kind of be a little bit more of an accepting person going forward, especially on repeat viewings later down the line, so that I could understand it more. And that was towards the end of the series. Like, towards the end of the series, they were just going all in with whatever they could, giving whatever message they could. So we'll see how the final movie potentially, straight out of nowhere goes. Dilworth is not involved in it, so if that paints a picture, then I understand if you're not willing to see it, but I don't know, I still want to see it just for Thea White. Just for Thea White. If it was her last work as Muriel, that's it. That's the only reason that I'd have to see it, just to kind of pay some kind of respects. But I'll understand if you don't want to. Like, it could be a bomb of epic proportions. So I'm really interested to hear from you. Do you remember Courage the Cowardly Dog? Did you watch it? Did you see the pilot? Did you watch it through a lot of reruns? Or are you watching this because you're interested in seeing the straight out of nowhere movie? I'm Let me know in the comment section below if you like this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.